What's going on?
Hey, Steve. Excuse me. Bulletproof Steve Macklin on the phone.
There you go.
How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm doing well. Someone's catching along.
I am. Now, okay, I have to ask one question before we get into the whole thing. Before we get into the annual holiday toy and food drive, all that good stuff, the humanitarian stuff that you are the ambassador of for TNA Wrestling and everything else, I have to ask this question. Is Bulletproof Steve Macklin, when you're wearing the face paint, the war paint, when you have the skull face, and you look like you're out for blood and guts, or is this now a new state of mind for Steve Macklin?
No, Bulletproof is just who I am and who I've always been. It was just kind of making it reborn and making it out there. And now the world knows that Steve Macklin is Bulletproof. That's why I am Steve Macklin, who is Bulletproof. Bulletproof Steve Macklin.
I got to say, you
can say it over and over again, beat to an dead horse. Bulletproof Steve Macklin anytime you see my name.
It even sounds better, Steve, let me tell you, it sounds better like if you hear it in a ring announcement, Bulletproof Steve Macklin. Come on, that strikes fear in the hearts of fucking man.
It does.
Come on, that's a good one.
Oh, it should.
As it should. By the way, I loving the stuff that you've been doing lately with TNA. You've been having a bunch of great matches down the card, and not that you were crappy before and now you're just starting to improve or something. You have a new level of intensity. What is going on with you? What bug has crawled up your ass? Because you are legitimately whooping ass, taking names. You're on that road back to the TNA World Heavyweight title. What's going on, brother?
It's just finding who I was and finding what I'm supposed to be. And I've known who I am, but it's also now I'm more confident in who I am when I am out there performing and showing the world what Bulletproof Steve Macklin is. And it's been fun. This past year has been great. Ever since the rebrand of TNA going in from last year or from earlier this year till now, it's been a wild ride of emotions for me, especially my last vignette with how that video package went out and being able to show the world kind of who I am more and make people kind of understand who I am has been a lot of fun.
A lot of people have been checking out your work. I mean, the stuff you did with Eric Young, the stuff you did with Josh Alexander. You are literally pulling off magic. At one point, I saw you were zip tied with your hands behind your back, and you were still kicking the crap out of somebody.
Damn right. You got to put two in the head, one to the chest.
Damn right. This man is not to be effed with. He is Bulletproof Steve Macklin. He is also, by the way, the ambassador for TNA Wrestling's annual holiday toy and food drive. It's going to be in the Atlanta area because TNA Wrestling, of course, they're doing a pay-per-view on my birthday. I think it's just to honor me. That's what I've been telling myself. But they are doing it, Final Resolution, Friday night, December 13th, live in Atlanta. They're doing 2 days, the 13th and the 14th, Center Stage Theater in Atlanta, back-to-back nights, action-packed, going on. Now, we're on that road. Is this going to be, to me, Final Resolution? Are we going to wrap up 2024 in a big way with Final Resolution?
I think we'll. I think the way we started the year is how we're going to end the year, and it's how we're even going to start the new year as well in January, especially with Genesis in Dallas, doing live television in San Antonio, and then just announced today we have L.A. and New York with Rebellion and Slamiversary in the new year.
And Slamiversary.
So I don't think we're really ending the year with a bang. I think we're just going to continue into the new year and keep shooting down range and keep elevating TNA and what it is.
Damn right.
And what it's becoming.
Slamiversary going to be live here in the New York area, so get your tickets. They're coming up. You got to check it out. For more information, go to TNAWrestling.com. You guys are going to be at the UBS Arena, or the USB. What is it, the USB, Billy, or the UBS? USB, right?
UBS. One of those.
This show is BS, but the USB.
UBS.
UBS. Either way.
A USB is a cable.
Whatever. You check it out. Go to TNAWrestling.com. Get the exact location, because if you're in the New York area, you're going to need to get your ass there, because, look, Steve Macklin, Bulletproof Steve Macklin, is a tri-state area man. He's from New Jersey. This is a Jersey guy.
I am from Rutherford, New Jersey, born and raised there. And we were just up there not too recently in Newark for AEW, had their full gear. My wife was wrestling, so it was good to kind of go back in that area. And we went and got some pizza in my hometown and enjoyed the night. So it'll be good to be back in the tri-state area. And to answer your question for those tickets,
yes,
for New York and LA, the tickets go on sale on the 20th, and then pre-sale for TNA Plus subscribers on the app, they go on sale on the 18th.
There you go.
So,
he took the words out of my mouth. Tickets on sale December 20th, pre-sale for TNA Plus subscribers on the 18th of this very month. But like I said before, for more information, go to TNAWrestling.com. You'll get all the information there just in case you missed anything, and you're not hanging on every single word that is coming out of my mouth, or Bulletproof Steve Macklin, because I just like saying his name. By the way, the T-shirt, outstanding. Have you seen your own brand new T-shirt? I like it with the bullet casing and your name.
Yes, I had that created myself.
Very nice. See, this is what I'm saying. This guy is on the road, Billy. Now, a Jersey guy, there's going to be a New York show coming up in Slamiversary, Billy. I think that would be the nice hint. You smell it. It's in the air. This Jersey guy goes into New York and goes after the TNA World Wrestling Championship right there, there. That championship, that gold that he's held once, lost under bull crap ways, but now can get it back. I think he's on the road there. I think Bulletproof Steve Macklin's on the way there. What do you think? Do you think that New York's a good venue to get your gold back?
I think any venue to get the gold back is a good venue, but to do it in my home state or in the tri-state area would be even better.
That's what I'm saying. I think we could sell out. I think we could sell the freaking arena out. If you're the headliner against, it might be Nick Nemeth at that time, might not be. Who knows? Who knows when we get there? Because that's all. That Slammiversary is all the way in July. Am I correct?
That is. It could be Nick Nemeth. It could be a Joe Hendry. It could be a Josh Alexander. It could be a Mike Santana, a Frankie Kazarian, and Eddie Edwards. I could keep going on and on and on of a whole list because that's what TNA's roster is.
And that,
people with a bunch of chips on their shoulders that want to be the best.
It also could be Bulletproof Steve Macklin walking into the arena with the world title.
You never know.
Let's be honest. Anything exactly with TNA's roster, like you just pointed out. Yeah. With TNA's roster, every single one of them is somebody you could believe to be their world champion. They don't have a guy that you go, not him. That ain't going to happen. Every single member of their roster is a believable candidate for the world championship. I'm putting my money behind Bulletproof Steve Macklin. You know why? Because he's on my show right now. And because I am a fan of his work. I think he went from being a tag team wrestler, then showed the world what him as a solo artist could do. And you know what he did? He got the world title. You know what I mean? He won. He beat Kushida, got the world title. It was under different circumstances that people say. Blah, blah, blah. He was a great champion. You defended the title. You kicked ass in many, many ways. And now you got a cool nickname that is definitely fitting your new, more aggressive style in between the ropes.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. At least I got one fan out there.
Damn right. Hey, look, you got your wife, too. She likes you. Let's not lie.
Does she? I don't know.
Not always. Not always, but most of the time she likes you. Look, she invited you to go see her when they were playing in Newark, so everything was good. Just to reiterate what's going on, Friday, December 13th, on my birthday, TNA Wrestling presents Final Resolution. Plus, they're doing 2 nights, 13th and the 14th, so get your tickets. Also, they're doing a toy and food drive. Now, people bring... Tell me what's going on with that, Steve. They bring toys, they bring the food, and there's going to be a collection outside the arena, outside center stage?
Yes, it's going to be at center stage. I'm the not the brand ambassador. I'm the company ambassador for Toys for Tots and the food drive of TNA, and it's going to be an awesome, awesome day to just kind of get people out there and give toys to those unfortunate, and also those that don't have food as well and that don't have the canned food. It helps them go in a long way, and it's just really cool and an honor to be part of the Toys for Tots.
See, and I think that's the thing that people forget. We take all the character out and everything else that goes on in the sport of professional wrestling. These guys are human beings, the guys and the girls that wrestle, that bust their ass for everybody. But they're human beings. They want to help out their fellow man or their fellow woman. And that's what they're going to do in Atlanta before the end of the year, December 13th and the 14th, Central States Theater, Atlanta, Georgia. Not only is going to rock with TNA action, it's going to be a festive and, caregiving mission besides the mission when Bulletproof Steve Macklin gets into the ring and kicks whoever's ass they put up against him. That's what I believe. I believe that I'm telling you right now, I don't know if Ross is still listening on the line. Let me tell you right now. You need to be the world champion again. Because, look, Josh Alexander, you've kicked his ass. Eric Young's ass, you've kicked. Let's go down the list of the guys that you have been put up against and have whooped their ass. I think to be the flag bearer of TNA, Steve, you need to have all the little, boxes checked. You've checked those boxes and made up a few boxes of your own. That is why you're going to be the world champion. And I'm telling you, by Slamiversary, you're either walking in with the gold or you're walking out with the gold. It's going to be one of the two.
I appreciate the confidence in me.
Do you not have confidence in yourself, young man?
Oh, no, I'm very confident, but I'm also taking it a day at a time, and I'm just worrying about whatever my next match is. And whatever that may be this week. Well, actually, this week we have an 8-man tag on TNA.
Yes.
If you're watching Impact, if you're not a subscriber on the TNA Plus app, I suggest you go watch it. If not, watch on Access TV. But I kind of always just kind of worry about what I can control, and what I can control right now is my next match, and that's kind of what I'm focused on right now.
Well, when you go front forward enemy and go out there and you go kick ass on Access TV, who is in your freaking crosshairs right now? Who is the guy that you think that you have to bump off to move up the ranks to get into that title contention? Who do you, not that you're afraid of anybody. Obviously, everybody's in your way right now. So who's the first do you think that you got to knock off to prove your point that you should be in the title hunt?
Well, I think just by beating the longest reigning champion at Turning Point in Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, and becoming the new standard of TNA, and that is Bulletproof Steve Macklin.
There you go.
I think I'm already in line for contention for it with Nick Nemeth. Obviously, there's other people in line, like a Joe Hendry, a Mike Santana, or a Frankie Kazarian. Even my tag partner, Eric Young. That's something there. But who knows? There's a lot of people in the way, and it's just, like I said, taking it one match at a time. And I know I have the 8-man tag coming up this week with myself, Gresham, EY, and Santana versus the Northern Armory and Frankie Kazarian. So, obviously, a lot of the competitors in that matchup are in my way.
Exactly. And those people will fall one by one to Bulletproof Steve Macklin, and they will be KIA, if you know what I'm saying, throughout the whole night long, because you got enough bullets in the chamber to take them all out. Who after that, though? What's the dream match? What's the dream scenario? What's the one do you think that can draw money for TNA? What's the dream scenario for you?
I think right now, me versus Nick Nemeth at Genesis would be a great way to go.
There you go. Genesis, by the way, in Texas, if I'm correct, you say, right?
In Dallas, Texas, yes.
Dallas,
starting
Texas.
in the new year.
All right, let me tell you right now, everything's bigger in Texas. Even the ass whooping could be bigger in Texas. And
yes,
when
you're not wrong on that. And that's January 19th in Dallas, Texas, and then we got January 23rd and 24th in San Antonio as well. So it's going to be a busy week of stacking bodies in Texas.
There you go. Make sure you got plenty of toe tags for everybody, okay? Please, make sure. Be prepared, my friend. Be prepared. Also, later on, so you have, let's just go down the rung. Before we get to January, we got December. All right? Final resolution, like I just said. Do we have anything lurking in the card? Are you going to make your own magic? Are you going to go out there maybe on Thursday night on Impact? Maybe you're going to make a statement. Maybe you're going to show somebody who needs an ass whooping first. Maybe it's Nick Nemeth that needs an ass whooping.
Maybe we will. Maybe after this 8-man tag and then going into what final resolution is and we see where we're going, it'll be a good thing to do.
There you go.
Maybe I just got to go out there and maybe I'll go hold the show hostage until somebody gives me what I want.
Hey,
that's the way.
That's the way you do it. Now, Billy, who's on my show, Billy used to be a professional wrestler. He held the world title one time. Billy, how many hours did you hold the world title?
He held it.
He held it, but how many hours did you hold the world title?
Long enough to take a picture.
There you go. Long enough for a hot dog and a handshake and to take a picture. So
I didn't get a hot dog.
Or the handshake.
I got the handshake.
Yeah, but that was by a fan. And
you gave it right back?
He was 5 years old.
Yeah, look, at least, and Billy knows what I'm talking about. Billy knows he's been down there. He's held gold in his hand, and he knows what it's like. Bulletproof Steve Macklin has done the same. He has been the World Heavyweight Champion already in TNA. They don't just hand those out like lollipops to kids getting their hair cut.
No.
This is a guy that they had to put their faith in. When Josh Alexander hurt his wing, went down, it came down to two guys, Kushida and Bulletproof. Well, he wasn't Bulletproof then, but Bulletproof Steve Macklin. I love the nickname, by the way. Bulletproof Steve Macklin was on the other side. And you know who came out on top? This guy who's on the show right now. He was already World Heavyweight Champion. Now, I think it's an injustice to TNA that he does not have the strap right now. I think that we have to go in. And if it has to be as early as January at Genesis, Billy, I think we start 2025 with the man who is starting to thrive, the one and only Bulletproof Steve Macklin, and it's him and Nick Nemeth going on to the big show there. And then he holds it all the way to July, Billy, and bing, bang, boom, slamiversary. Like I've already had the idea. I saw it through my crystal ball. He walks in the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I think this is a good angle. I think this will draw money. I think that him and Nick Nemeth, by the way, would be a tremendous match to headline anywhere.
Without a doubt.
Two men that could go. Nick Nemeth, one of the most wanted man. Nick Nemeth taking on a man who is unwanted by most. Because when you see Bulletproof Steve Macklin, you know an ass whooping's coming your way. So you got those two different entities and two different fighting styles. That's a headline pay-per-view right there. And also, he's the ambassador for Toys for Tots. So not only does he kick the crap out of people, but he's the ambassador for toys. He's helping out kids get toys. He's helping out the tots, Billy. Not the tater tots that you eat. These are tots. These are little kids. And he's helping them out in Atlanta, 13th and 14th, December. There is a toy and food drive. He's gonna give them toys. He's gonna give cans of food. Then he's gonna give cans of whoop ass. It's just the way he is. That's what he does. That's what's going to happen. Final resolution, December 13th. 14th is the taping. Going to be huge. Steve, I got it. I'm telling you, Bulletproof Steve Macklin. Let's start it at Genesis. Let's work all the way down to July, Slamiversary. Hold on to the belt. Let's try to get a full year out of you. Why not? Full year as world champion.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's beat the longest reigning champion's record, huh? How about that? Be a good way to get over that, too, huh?
Yes. What's Josh's record?
I don't know the number offhand. I don't follow it by that. I just know he says it all the time when he's speaking. So.
When he's cutting promos. How about this? How about we double that? Whatever his number is, we double his number. And then, and all I want out of this is a Bulletproof Steve Macklin t-shirt. Because I'm getting muscular, so you got to get me a bigger size now.
Double XL.
There you
or
go.
XL.
Hey, no, probably double XL. I'm still fat. So, but I don't know. I mean, because you're going to whip his ass real fast. And then by that, but in 2 years' time, I'll be really muscular. Then I'll have to rip it off like certain other wrestlers, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Get the pay-per-view right now. Final resolution, Friday. On my birthday, everybody, Friday the 13th, December 13th, pay-per-view. It's going to be unlucky for some son of a bitch. I'll tell you that right now because they're going to have to go against Bulletproof Steve Macklin. I don't know who he's taking on yet. He doesn't even know who he's taking on yet. But it doesn't matter because they're in the way. They're in the way from him getting into January at Genesis. That's what the problem is. That's the roadblock that's in front of him. And remember, Toys for Tots Ambassador, food, toy drive, going on at Atlanta, center stage, all that plus more, TNAWrestling.com, further details. And remember, if you're going to get the tickets, I want to get the plug out there, for the two shows, the Los Angeles show and the New York show, December 20th, the tickets pre-sale, and if you are a TNA Plus subscriber, December 18th. So get off your ass.
I don't have to say anything else. You've said it all for me again, so I appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir. because you know what? Thank you for your service, and thank you for being one of the best parts of TNA Wrestling, and I can't wait till you are the world champion again, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Bulletproof Steve Macklin, round of applause.
Thank you.
December 13th, final resolution. Thank you, Bulletproof Steve Macklin, for being on the program, sir.
No, I appreciate having me on. And for those that don't follow me at Steve Macklin on Twitter and on X and on Instagram. I got to get out of that habit of still calling it Twitter, but it's X and Instagram. And then for Shop Steve Macklin at Pro Wrestling Tees, and also TNAshop.com for your Steve Macklin merchandise.
Damn right. TNAWrestling.com for everything and anything that you need to know about the product. And remember, tomorrow night, Access TV, Impact. Going to be a big night. Going to be a good thing. You need to be fully entertained. It's going to be great. Thank you, Steve.
No, thank you for the time. Thank you for listening, and looking forward to the food drive in Atlanta.
Absolutely. Anytime, buddy. You know you're welcome.
Okay.
You have a good one.
You
Merry
too, buddy.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sir, and kiss that wife for me, okay?
Will do.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
The one and only Bulletproof Steve Macklin.
Okay.
He's got a hot wife, dude. I'm not going to lie about that. He knows he has a hot wife.
Hot dog.
She's more than a hot dog. I'll tell you that right now. He's just in case I don't want to break kayfabe, but he already just talked about it on the thing. Look up Dina Perazzo. That's his wife. She's the virtuosa.
Ooh.
And if you haven't seen, she
She's
worked
an actress?
No.
She's a former guest, Joe.
She's a former guest on this very program, Joe, but you won't remember because we're lucky you remember your name.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, not only has she been on this fucking show, but she used to work for TNA.
She's a wrestler, too?
She's a wrestler. She now works for AEW, All Elite Wrestling. So she's there. So they're a wrestling couple, Billy. Doing big things.
Do they fight each other?
Only in the bedroom.
That would be great. A great fight, like if they get mad at each other, to put it on in the ring and really have it out.
Yeah, let's see how that ends. The woman always wins.